Hey Trey, how are you?
I'm good. How you?
Doing well. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
What has been the biggest thing to learn when you're a freshman running back at this level?
I mean, it's just for me, it was time management. It's a big difference from high school. Coming in thinking like you know stuff when you really don't. It's like a big change. Some stuff that you already know. But I say, I mean, the seniors leading, the upperclassmen leading. I'm following their footsteps because I mean they know the way.
When you broke that long touchdown against Army, what was that feeling like?
Man, that was amazing. That was my best touchdown of my career, even high school. I mean, I always dreamed about playing Death Valley, so it was like a dream come true to me.
Does that teach you a lesson in waiting? I mean, you waited a while.
Oh yeah, staying patient, being humble. I mean, it's the seniors' turn, so it's like, I can go. Okay, it's the seniors' turn, so me, basically, I'm just waiting my turn, just following the footsteps. I mean, I still got a lot to learn, no matter what, so just being humble, staying patient.
Guys like Josh and Logan, John, can you talk about something you've learned from them since you've been here, being a little younger? Like, I know there's that learning curve,
Right.
but what have they taught you from a leadership position?
From a leadership standpoint, Josh, Logan, and all the upperclassmen, I mean, they just showing me the way. I mean, each and every practice, I'm asking them questions. I mean, they're right there explaining and asking me, like, did you get that? Did you get this? So, I mean, just like learning the plays, the techniques, the standpoints, and all of that, just being there with them. I mean, it's like joy because, I mean, they're like my older brothers, me and Caleb's older brothers, so they're just teaching us.
And then I guess what's your favorite part about playing in Tiger Stadium? Like, what's the thing you remember most about playing in there?
I mean, the thing I remember most is scoring my first touchdown. I mean, that was a dream come true to me.
What kind of relationship have you built with Caleb, a fellow freshman running back on the team?
Oh, Caleb, that's like my brother from another mother. I mean, me and him had connections like throughout high school and all of that. This was kind of like our plan. We always talk about like the 1-2 punch that you guys are gonna see like in the upcoming years and stuff like that. So that's gonna be great.
What's it been like to be in the huddle with Jaden and go to practice with him and just be around him total? What kind of example does he set for everyone else?
Everybody thinks Jaden is like some quiet guy. Jaden is just like us. Jaden, he loves to play, have fun. I mean, you got to talk to him. I mean, he's like an older brother to me. I mean, we with each other every day, laughing, joking. I mean, but it was a blessing to share the huddle with a future NFL player.
Is it important to send off the seniors right in this game?
Most definitely. A game to remember for those guys.
Trey, very important question. How many Pee Wee football players do you think it would take to prevent you from scoring a touchdown?
I mean, it's gonna take a lot. I mean, probably like 30, 40, you know. It's gonna take a lot to stop me.
So what about blocking? I always hear about this because
Right.
like guys, a lot of times in high school they just want to run or catch, right? And then the dirty work is blocking, right?
Right.
Did you learn how to block in high school? Did you feel like you came in with a decent?
In high school, I mean, I feel like I came in like with a decent. You talking about? That's JD right there. You talking about like pass blocking?
Yeah.
I mean, in high school, we didn't do not a tad bit of that. We was a downhill football team. So when I got here, I mean, that was all new to me. Josh, Logan, they all taught me like the techniques and the form and all of that, the posture of it. So I mean, I caught on pretty fast. But me personally, I still feel like I got a lot to learn still.
Yeah. Because I hear that's the quickest way out of a game, right?
It is. You can make millions of dollars just by pass blocking.
So Saturday, you scored your first touchdown. How was that? What was going through your head? Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really cool experience. Like, I was literally talking to my dad the night before, like, I mean, that would just be awesome to score a touchdown as a freshman, you know? So that was kind of like a dream come true, honestly, just get that one. Thanks to the line, held it up. Jaden threw a great ball. I mean, it was just a great play all around.
And then you're from Missouri, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk about your decision to come to LSU a little bit?
I got a lot of family down here. They moved up when the hurricane hit. So I got probably most of my family down here, all my mom's side and then some of my dad.
When you're that wide open, are those almost harder to catch sometimes?
Oh, yeah. Those are the harder ones to catch because you start thinking too much. Your body kind of just takes over. It's like, oh, we got to get this one.
Feels like the ball's hanging in the air for like 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, way too long.
Yeah. When you came in, was it kind of pitched to you, hey, this is a position of need. We need you to make an immediate impact. Is that kind of what you heard?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were telling me that when I was getting recruited, and my whole mindset was basically just come in and play Markway football and try to help this team.
Well, what's it been like to be in the huddle with Jaden, at practice with him, off the field as a leader? What do you see every day?
It's pretty awesome just being able to play with a player of that caliber, like probably one of the best ever at LSU. In my opinion, the best ever. I mean, he's just so calm, cool, and collective, just a great player.
What you guys do, it feels like there's a lot of pressure on you to win and be successful, but he kind of smiles and laughs like it's not that big a deal. How does that kind of rub off on you guys a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like he does. I mean, football is a childhood sport. I mean, we play it our whole lives, and really, it's just you got to have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, you're gonna make a little bit more mistakes. But if you're calm, cool, relaxed, I mean, you're gonna just have fun and ball out.
I know he's only a sophomore, but what have you learned from Mason Taylor so far this season, just as a mentor for you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a great player. I've learned so much just mentally from him, kind of just learning how to process everything a little bit quicker, and because college is a lot faster than high school, so he's obviously got a year under his belt, so he kind of was able to take me under his wing and show me the ways on how he's able to process and read defenses.
What's it been like learning from Mason Taylor, and how much have you grown from that?
It's been awesome. I mean, really good player, like very good player. Just talking to him, just being friends with him in general, kind of just gets me more comfortable, especially when I got here in the spring. I've learned so much, just like I said, just like reading defenses and really just slowing the game down. And I'm still learning. I still got so much to learn.
Coming in the spring, how much do you feel like that helped you come into the season ready? Could you just speak on that?
Yeah. I mean, it helped a lot learning the playbook, and also just getting the feel of college football. I mean, being able to practice against all these great players that play on our defense, I mean, it really gets you prepared for the real deal. So just having those 16 practices under my belt really, really helped.
Coach Denbrock is up for some national awards as an assistant coach of the year. What kind of coach is he, and what have you learned from him?
He's an awesome coach, best coach. I learn so much from him every single day. I mean, day in and day out, he teaches me little new things and just like little footwork issues, and I'm always fixing them. He's correcting me every day. Obviously, got so much to learn. But like I said, I mean, he's just a player's coach. He'll laugh and have fun just like Jaden and all that. So I think that kind of rubs off too on the team. But he'll get on you if you mess up and make you better.
Coach Kelly was talking about Texas A&M and how good they are on the defensive line. I'm sure you play into that a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Keeping Jaden clean and things clean up front. What are the challenges there?
The good team, Texas A&M. I mean, SEC ball. I mean, it's a good team every week we play, week in and week out. They're good players. I mean, we got to just hold our own and get back to our teachings.
What does the regular season finale mean in terms of, obviously you got a bowl game after this one, but, trying to finish this season the way you want to?
To us, it's just another game. We got to prepare the same. Like I said, SEC, we got to prepare really hard, like every other week, and just really just go out there and do our thing, just play our ball.
Hey, Ashton, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So what has this year been like in terms of learning SEC ball and getting out there and getting your first bit of playing time?
I've learned that you're going to go through a lot of things. Like college is different from high school. There's a lot of adversity you're going to have to go through, whether it's like physically, mentally, emotionally. You just got to be able to stay there and stay focused and not let the little things just, yeah.
Well, what are the challenges of SEC wide receivers and how much have you learned in terms of how much you need to improve and so forth?
Well, I feel like the game is obviously faster in college than high school. You're going against every single receiver on the college team is like a top receiver, so everything's fast, it's moving fast. You got to be on point. You got to make sure you turn your hips right, little stuff like that, good technique, and yeah, that's really it.
Could you talk about the waiting game that is just waiting your turn and when you're called, being ready to go in and play your best ball?
Right, just about waiting. Like, for example, you might be in a game, you might not get into the third quarter, so you just in there, you ready to get in there, drilling and running. You might be cold when you get in there, so it's like you got to be ready. It might be a little disadvantage because you're not warm and not settled in, but you just got to make the best of opportunity.
This game to finish out the regular season, Coach Kelly has talked about the importance of winning this in a bowl game to finish the season right. How do you view it?
I just view it as another opportunity to get better. Just enjoy it with the seniors. This their last game, so it's just about having fun.
And defensively, as a unit, do you think you guys are improving, or what direction do you think you're heading?
We definitely improved from the beginning of the season. I can speak on the secondary, like corners-wise, we definitely improved. It's like the little things, like just turning around, looking for the ball, things like that, being in position, and just mentally getting there, because we're young, so we're learning and developing, and we definitely got better.
He's obviously on the other side of the ball, but what have you learned just watching Jaden as a leader of the team and a Heisman Trophy candidate?
Well, it just seems like, to me, he's just calm, collective, like he's just letting things happen, and he's just confident in what he do. And I see him every day, 5 o'clock in the morning, in here just working. And it's just the little things that matter. It's just not about playing football. It's about the schoolwork, all that type of stuff.
That means you're here at 5 in the morning too.
Yes, sir.
That's how it is?
Yes, sir. Got to get better every day.
Hey, when you're thrust into action against Alabama in that hostile environment, what's going through your head?
Really just one play at a time. I mean, I didn't really pay any mind into how big of the moment was. I just really try to trust my fundamentals and my focus throughout the week. I mean, I trusted the process throughout the week, and so, I mean, I felt pretty confident going into that game.
What kind of mindset do you have to have when you're playing DB in this league?
Yep.
You know, they're going to catch touchdowns. It's just the way it goes, right? So how do you flush it and move forward every play?
Really just the next play mentality. I mean, you're not going to win at the line every time. You're not going to deflect the ball every time. I mean, there's going to be chances when the offense is going to make the play, and you just got to keep moving forward. Next play. I mean, not getting too wrapped up behind the play that just happened, or not getting excited on the pass breakup, or any other two.
Yeah. Ashton says he feels like you guys are getting better. You feel the same?
Absolutely. I think we're improving each and every week. I mean, we pride ourselves on just playing hard. I mean, competing. Getting extra time in the film room is big with us. I know Ashton does a good job of it. I do. And just making sure that we're recovered and ready to go for every practice and game.
Do you kind of feel like you're moving into next year to an extent, like, you know, you want to be as you move towards being a veteran and a leader on defense and so forth?
I'm really just focused on this week and Texas A&M. I mean, just kind of preparing and making sure that we're ready to go for this weekend.
Hey, Matt House, you know, he's taken a good amount of criticism over the season. Like, what kind of things have you worked on, like, with him in order to get better as a unit?
I mean, the things that I've worked on just are my eyes, my technique, just making sure that I'm fundamentally sound, and I'm taking all the adjustments that coaches are making during the week, and the playbook, just taking it all in and being a playmaker from it. So.
You're from Texas. Can you talk about how playing Texas A&M, what's going through your head?
I mean, I'm Texas guy, but I mean, it's just another team that we're playing. I mean, another SEC caliber opponent that's going to play us tough. Of course, it's fun just going to see some of those guys, you know, that I've been around in the area that I grew up in. But ultimately, we're trying to win the game, and so that's our main focus.
On the other side of the ball for you guys, what's it been like to be around Jaden and see how he leads? And
Oh, man, spectacular. I mean, you definitely see the things that he does on Saturdays, but, I mean, getting to see it every single day on Monday when you're coming off a weekend, I mean, he's still that same guy that you see on Saturdays, and just the weapons that he has, like Malik and BT and Kyron, I mean, they do exactly what they do in the games. It's just almost a mirror.
he is a fifth-year senior, so I guess doesn't have the freshman nerves. But what is it about him that he smiles and laughs, and people take this all so seriously, and he just kind of like he's having fun?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't know too much from his perspective, but I mean, talking to you guys is just like talking to anyone else. I mean, you're just trying to hold a conversation. So, I mean, it's just as relaxed as he is. I think that just kind of comes with his swagger and the confidence that he has. So, I mean, it just depends on the person, I guess.
And I guess for years the DBs here have always talked about whether they were going up against Odell Beckham or whoever it was, that those guys are getting me better. Do you feel that way when you have to go up against these guys at practice?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, firm believer in iron sharpens iron. Going against Malik and BT and Kyron. Those are probably the best receivers you're going to see on all year. I mean, I think we have, number 1 and 2 receivers in the country. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity to go out and practice up against them every week, and I definitely feel myself improving from it.